Yo, what's going on? In this video, I'm going to be sharing the 11 things you need to know about Fallout 76, so stay tuned. If you want to get more views on your YouTube gaming channel, go to growonyoutube.com/free chapter right now. When you go over there, you'll get to this page and you'll be able to discover the secret to getting more YouTube views with a free chapter of my book, A Gamer's Guide to Greatness. This free chapter will teach you how to use video SEO to bring more views to your gaming videos, how to make your videos rank on the first page of YouTube, and how to build a YouTube gaming channel that grows consistently. So definitely go to growonyoutube.com/free chapter and start growing your YouTube gaming channel today. Yo, what's going on? I'm Jay Carteret from growonyoutube.com, teaching you how to be better, and I'm quite excited for Fallout 76. I will be sharing my opinions and my thoughts at the end of this video, but I'm going to be sharing 11 key things that I think you should know if you like survival games and you're thinking about Fallout 76, or maybe if you don't like survival games, this video will probably help you out and give you some insight into some of the things that are going to be included in the game. So let's start off with number one. Bases are called camps in Fallout 76, and they will be mobile and they won't be left in the world. So when you leave, when you're offline, your base or your camp will not be left in the world. People cannot raid your base when you're not there. And that's how that works. But that leads on to point number two. If you log in and your space is available, then your camp will be set up. So if you leave your camp on a server and you log off and then you log in, I think apparently there's no servers, so you won't be able to see the servers on from the user experience end. You won't be able to see that interface. But if you log in, I think you'll just press play or something. They really want to simplify the process. Maybe they'll bring in servers down the line, but you log in onto any server, and if your space is available where your camp was left when you logged off, then your camp will be there when you log in. If it's not available, then your camp will be in what kind of looks like a little lunchbox, and it will be packed up, and you can then move that and lay it down elsewhere. So that's how bases work in Fallout 76. Now let's talk a bit about players and PvP and how all that's going to work, because I did play survival games. I do kind of play survival games, and generally when I play survival games I like to play the PvP version. So these are the types of things that I'm really interested about. So there's about 24 to 32 people on the server. Estimated it's probably going to be around 24, but this is the kind of range that they're giving us. All this information, well, most of this information was gained from a documentary on the making of Fallout 76 by NoClip. That documentary will be linked in the description below. They do great work. They've got a lot of great documentaries. I highly suggest you go check that out. But about 24 people on the server, and the team limit as of me recording this has been proposed to be about 4. So 4 people can team up together, go out, tackle quests, and do what they want to do together, and have that sort of cooperative bond. And that's how that works. PvP is also said to be optional, and that was basically revealed in a interview with Todd Howard with IGN, I believe. And he basically says that PvP will be very easy to avoid if you don't want to if you don't want to engage in PvP with other players. So that's how that's gonna work apparently. I don't know if there'll be a switch to like turn PvP off, or if people just won't be able to attack you unless you go into a specific PvP mode. It might operate kind of like safe mode in GTA, when if you enable safe mode, other people cannot attack you, but you can't attack other players. Or it might operate kind of like the PvE version of Ark, where other players can't attack you unless you actually agree to go to war, and then you can have some PvP stuff. So I guess we'll see what happens with that. Point number, what are we on? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 4 was PvP is optional. Point number 5, you can see where other players are on the map. So you can just bring up your map and you can see where other players are. So that's going to be very, very interesting, because then you can make a lot more decisions that way. You can say, oh, do I want to avoid players? Do I want to find players? Do I want to try and trade with players? Do I want to try and sneak up with them? All that sort of stuff. But then how can you sneak if they can see you on the map? You have to make sure that they're really involved in something, so that they're not going to be bringing up their map and seeing that someone's sneaking up on them. So very, very interesting, the fact that they're going to allow you to see where other people are on the map at basically all times, it seems. Point number 6 is aggressive players will gain wanted levels. And I'm assuming this will give players who aren't aggressive a reward for killing these players. And it seems like the cost for death is quite low. When you die, you're going to respawn at a nearby location. They didn't confirm whether you're going to drop any loot or drop any of your stuff, but maybe not. Maybe not. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Point number 7 is there may be a team deathmatch mode. They're apparently working on it right now, so we'll see if that comes out in launch. Maybe it'll come out down the line. Point number 8 is players will need to work together to solve puzzles and find nuclear codes. This is basically the end game in the game. So once you get to that point where you've got power armor and you're ready to get to the next level, you'll basically go out and search for these nuclear codes. I think you get them by defeating some sort of beast, and you need multiple like parts to the code. You don't get the whole code at once, so you get like I think 2 numbers, as I've seen in the trailers, and then you need to team up with other people. So I'm assuming it's an 8-digit code if they want 4-player teams. So you need to do that, and then a nuke can then be launched across the map that will hit a part of the map, and that part of the map that it hits will then become radiated, and it will have high-level items and resources. So that area will then return to normal after some time, but obviously you'd want to go there to get that higher end gear, the end game level gear, and get those end game level resources so that you can craft the next tier or do some lovely stuff. We haven't got really in-depth knowledge into what the crafting trees are looking like, or what type of things you'll be able to craft. But when you get to that point where you got power armor and you're ready to go handle the nukes, you'll probably want to go and get some high-end gear. Different areas will also offer different resources when you nuke them, so you'll need to do this a few times, or other players on the server will do it, and then you'll be able to just go to that area and get those other resources. So you kind of need to plan, okay, what resources do I need? What kind of area do I need to hit to get those resources? And then, you know, you hit that area, you go and farm it out, and then the next time you go and hit a different area, and you keep on going like that. I think that's kind of what they're imagining the end game to kind of consist of. Now, let's talk about the single player aspects of the game. If you're a Fallout fan like myself, then you may be worried about hearing all this multiplayer stuff, and you may be thinking, okay, what kind of single player offerings are we gonna get? Now, there are no NPCs in Fallout 76, which sounds very, very weird. This is point number 9, but no NPCs. That is very weird to me personally, because all these Bethesda games generally have NPCs that give you quests, and then you go and complete the quest and bring it back to the quest giver and you get a reward. So I'm very interested to see how they're going to work this out in this game. There's no NPCs, but apparently there are quests. So that's what makes it very weird, because I was thinking there's no NPCs, there must be no quests, but they did confirm that there are quests. They did say the word quests, and they said you'll get quests. So I wonder how they're going to do that. But I think they are really going for the survival game type feel. So it's more about you creating your own story and doing your own thing and going and exploring and gaining resources and crafting and all that sort of stuff. I think that's where they want people to focus more of their time, more than going and getting a quest from this person and going to that place. But I'm assuming that the storytelling is going to be kind of, you find a note, it tells you about this place, you go to that place, it kind of, there's environmental storytelling that kind of tells you more about the place, you find more notes, all that sort of stuff. You do like little quizzes, like, you know, the Fallout humor type of shit. I think that's what we're probably going to be getting from here. Now, point number 10 is there is no offline single player mode. If you was like, oh, well, I guess I'll get Fallout 76, but I'll play it single player. None of that around here. This game really is the multiplayer offering that they were planning for Fallout 4, but they've just branched it off into a new game. They're also using the same engine as Fallout 4, so don't expect this to look super pretty. This is the multiplayer section of Fallout 4 that we didn't get. Was it like 2-3 years ago? I don't remember when that came out. But expect this to be like just a multiplayer game. If you don't want to play a multiplayer Fallout, then don't touch this. If you want a single player Fallout where you go and you get quests and you have, you know, dialogue options and all that sort of stuff, then chill out, don't get this, wait for Fallout 5. But if you're interested in survival games, you've played survival games before, or you're interested in a multiplayer Fallout game, this game may be interested to you. I think you can still play this game alone. You don't need to bring other people along. But if you don't want to run into other players, you don't want to see other players at all, and that's something that's really going to get rid of your experience and really hurt your experience, then maybe this isn't the game for you. But if you're willing to get in there and just play in the world and have other players like coexist in that world, which sounds interesting, then, you know, try it out, I guess. Now, number 11 is DLC will be free. There's gonna be free DLC, you know, that sounds great. That sounds great. There'll be cosmetic items that you can purchase or earn in game. So that's the way they're trying to support this long term, through cosmetic items that you can purchase. But there's also going to be a way for you to actually earn these items. So I like the way they're doing that. But let me share my opinions now. But first of all, let's ask you the question. What are your opinions on Fallout 76? Are you excited for it? Are you not excited for it? Let me know in the comment section down below. A lot of people have been asking for my personal opinions on it. And I honestly wasn't going to make a video of Fallout 76 because I just didn't have the time. But I was watching the documentary and it was really, really interesting. And I am really, really interested in this game, and it's probably going to be a prominent feature on the channel. So I thought I might as well make this video, help you guys out, distill the information into like 11 easy points that you can digest, and share my opinion at the end of it. So that's what we're going to do now. I am very excited for Fallout 76. I am a fan of survival games. I haven't really had a lot of time to play survival games over the past few months, and I'm kind of moving away from playing Ark and Conan, and I'm going to move back to just playing single player games and maybe some online multiplayer competitive games, because they just take less time. And what Fallout 76 has seemed to be doing is to have a really, really soft approach to survival games. So it's like a survival light. I hope that it's still deep in terms of the crafting, in terms of the types of things that you can do, but this does seem to be like a survival game for the mainstream crowd. So I don't think they're going to make it too grindy, so you have to take ages to get resources and that sort of stuff. I think what we're going to get is something very similar to the settlement mode that we got in Fallout 4, which was basically a bare bones base builder. We'll get something like that, and it's just going to be kind of like a MMO type of thing, MMO RPG. And I'm really interested to see how it turns out. I'm really excited for it, and I think I'm going to be playing it. I think if this is what I think it is, and it's like a light survival game where I can get some of the survival aspects that I want without sacrificing like a large portion of time to further my progress in the game, and it's much less grindy than the traditional survival game, then this is going to be great for the types of people who don't have a lot of time to grind and just want to get down to the fun. And I think that is a great target market, and I think that's a great thing to target, and I think that's missing in the survival game sphere right about now, at least on consoles. I haven't really played all the survival games because most of them are on PC, and I haven't really played any PC games. So yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm really excited for it. I'm excited to see how it turns out. I'm not going to pre-order it. I'm probably not going to play it until there's a few reviews out, because I pre-ordered Fallout 4, I believe, and I was quite disappointed with that. So I'm cautiously optimistic. Yeah, I'm optimistic, thinking that this is probably going to be a good take on Fallout 4. That's going to be an interesting time. I don't know how long this game will last and stay alive, depending on how they implement the PvP features and how they implement the no NPCs and all that sort of stuff. I don't know if this is just going to be a dead world that we get into it. It's going to be kind of fun for a few weeks and then, you know, right back to the old games or go play something else. I don't know how it's going to go, but I'm very interested to see how it turns out. And I will definitely play it. I will definitely be playing Fallout 76, regardless if it gets terrible reviews or anything. I'm definitely going to check it out because I think it's an interesting project and it's very interesting to see where this goes in the future. So those are my thoughts. I hope this video helped you out. Please leave your thoughts down below, comment those. I really want to hear what you guys are thinking about this game. If you got any other information you want to add, leave that down below as well. And yeah, I guess I'll see you in the next Fallout 76 video, whenever that is. So thanks for watching and liking and subscribing. Peace out. If you want to learn how I got over 23,000 subscribers and millions of views on my YouTube gaming channel, then you are in luck. Sign up to this free course right now. Link will be in the card, in the description, and in the pinned comment. Or go to growonyoutube.com/20k SEO course. In this course, you will learn the best way to write your video titles, tags, and descriptions to help you rank on the first page of YouTube. It's simple when you know what to do. I'll also show you a hack that will help you choose the right key phrases and help you create videos that can rank and get views no matter what game you play. Stop struggling to grow your YouTube gaming channel and start doing what works. Click on the link in the description or go to growonyoutube.com/20k SEO course. This course will not be up forever, so get in there as soon as possible. I hope to see you here soon, and I wish you the best of luck on your journey of turning your passion into your career.
It's been a cold winter and it's lasted far too long. So all this warmth I share with you